Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion, and this here is the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube, and this here is Sugar Cookie Chapstick. The Crazy Troll Nation, the crazy part is just enjoying your channel and enjoying the channels you watch, and the troll part is not caring too much about beauty community standards, not watching videos and feeling like you need to use a particular brand or use a certain tool or do a certain technique. You know, do whatever you want to do with whatever you want to use to get your makeup on the way you want to. Just rock it. Wear what you want to wear and just rock it. Because here at the Crazy Troll Nation, it is about self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are, for how you look, even without face paint on. I do use foul language on my channel sometimes because I do use foul language in real life sometimes. And so with me, what you see in here is what you get. And thank you all for being here. I'm excited for this video. We're going to do a few things in this video. I'm so rude. Hi, welcome. If you're new here, you've heard about what the Crazy Troll Nation is. And buckle up. Sometimes it's a rough ride. So what we're doing in this video, the first thing, I'm excited about, this is a collab and it's also a challenge. The collab is with Wendy. I will tag her below. That will take you to her channel. She is in Munich, Germany, and I really enjoy her channel. I feel weird though when I watch her videos because I literally smile like this through her entire video. She has a happy voice. Her voice just makes me and then I'm like, why am I sitting here grinning? And so I feel weird, but she just has a happy voice. And she's one of those people that smiles when she talks. Like me, I'll just be like, and then we're going to do this, we're going to do that, da, 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 da. But she's always just like, and then we're going to put this on. And she just seems so happy and not like overly bubbly. Like some people are like, like all over the place. Like she's like reserved and just happy. She has a happy voice and a smiley face. And I enjoy her channel and I enjoy her content too. And so I was watching one of her videos, or we were chatting on IG, somewhere. And she said she had Mothership #2, which is Sublime, and #3, which is Aversive, and she hadn't used either one. It might have been a comment under one of my videos. And when somebody tells me they have a palette I have and they haven't used it before, I'm like, collab? And usually they're like, yeah. And so... So I contacted her. I don't know whether under the video in comments it happened, or I said, you know, I would DM her, or I said collab, and she said, yeah, and I saw DM her. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but here we are. And so I asked her if she had a palette preference, and she chose Mothership #2, which is Sublime. I am a label whore, so that's what that says. And this is what the palette looks like. And I'm always excited to use palettes that I enjoy. And I don't wear makeup every day, but when I do, I drink those sakis. If y'all know what commercial that is, let me know. I don't wear makeup every day, but when I do, I really just want to enjoy what I'm doing. You know, the Crazy Troll Nation, enjoy your channel, enjoy whatever it is that you do. And I do only keep makeup that I like. But there's just some where it's like, oh, I get to use that again already. Because I used this not too long ago when I try to rotate through my palettes. And so when there's an opportunity such as a collab, that's like, yes, we're going to do that again. This will be my 5th look with this palette. But I am just super excited. So that's the first thing in this video. The second thing in the video is the Beauty and the Soul challenge that Leanna Dalton does. And she posts on Instagram, and then she'll do her look or whatever it is that she's doing. Excuse me, I had a hiccup there and I didn't want you to hear that. And I just saw it today. Today is April 2nd. And April is the month, National Hope Month, I think. And, you know, she wrote some commentary and is encouraging us to do something that inspires us, encourages us, or that would inspire, encourage, uplift someone else. And so I will link her I'll tag her below, so that'll take you to her channel. I will also put her Instagram below. It's an open challenge. And so, of course, I'm looking at it like, because she always posts a few pictures. And it's supposed to be a spring look. And I'm like, I don't do really like the light ethereal looks. I do them, but it's not my preference. But there was one picture that looked a little gloomy. It looked like the cross between fall and spring, or winter and spring. So that's what we're going for. I know I said that funny. That's what we're going for. And so I looked at this palette and was like, what can I do that I haven't done? Because the last look with this was grunging it out, smoking it out, swamp water look, and that is my vibe. So I'm like, springtimey look? So I looked at it for about 10 minutes, figured out a look, and I'll show you the shades as we use them. But I believe these four, I believe 1, 2, 3, maybe that one, and also this one. So that's what I'm thinking. And maybe outer corner if I think it needs to be deeper. So those are 2 things in this video. The third thing, this was a free gift from a Fenty order, the Hella Thick mascara. We're going to use that today too. For right now on my face, all I have is the Fenty primer, the Fenty foundation, and L'Oreal brow pencil. You saw me apply chapstick. For lower waterline, we're going to use NYX retractable eyeliner in Golden Olive, and that look was if I wanted to apply it now or later, and I'm going to apply it later in case my eyes start to tear. But for right now, for our lower lash line, we're going to put on the aqua green. So I want to say thank you to you, Wendy, for agreeing to this collab. I really do enjoy your channel, and I really do watch your videos like the whole entire time. And then I'm like, why am I sitting here grinning? Like, seriously, it's ridiculous. But she just has that personality that just makes me feel like everything is right in the world. And I do ask people to collab, or if they want to, if I do enjoy their channel and their personality, I don't just randomly just ask, you know, whoever. And then sometimes it just doesn't work out when I ask them or if they ask me. And there are sometimes, you know, time restrictions or just other things that may get in the way of doing collabs. And so if it doesn't happen, like even if we agree to it, it doesn't happen, it's not because anybody's wrong. Just stuff just happens with life and with me, health issues and things. As you can tell, this is going to be a chatty video. I'm going to try and edit where I can, but I'm just like super excited. I have out brushes, I have out sponge tip applicators, because these 2, actually these 4 are celestial shades. We're not using this one. The first one we're going to take, I want to see it for brush will work because I am putting the shadow directly on top of primer, but this is Bronze 005, and this is an Esum V27. So we're going to see if this picks up. And this is a light shade. We're putting it on top of a clear primer. And so this is what it looks like. And it did go on nicely. It did. I'm going to edit out putting this on the other side. We're going to take a clean brush and go into VR Nectar, this shade here, and that's going to go on the center of the lid. I really do prefer the celestial shades in the first 3 motherships because they're a different formula than her other ones, and as she went along they got flaky, which some people like because the flake adds to the shine, but I'm okay with just a subtle shimmer. And I thought this was going to be lighter than this one, and that's why I put it there. So I'm going to see if I can layer it, which can be tricky because layering a shadow on top of a shade can create fallout. And so I don't know if you still, I think from an angle you can still see it, but straight on, I do like that better. I can see it here, but then kind of not see it. So yeah, I do prefer this formula for her celestial shades because I don't like the chunky monkeys. Some people live for the chunky monkeys because they really like the shine, and they really do shine. But I'm okay with not a lot of shine because, again, I like darker, smoky, grungy, vampy, swamp water type looks. And actually, I'll put up here in the cards the video I did trying to show you something different with the motherships. So they were like that, you know, dirty swamp water type looks with all the motherships I have. And I must say, I was very pleased. Even the ones where I wasn't sure, when I look back at the video and at pictures, I'm just like, troll did that thing. But that video, all of those looks are my vibe. And looking at the motherships, you might think, okay, I'm not going to get grunge, I'm not going to get smoke, but you can. And yes, I had to layer quite a bit, put down a deeper shade, and then layer it with one of the shimmer shades in the palette or one of the celestial shades. But it can be done, and I was like seriously digging it. This, I think, is what spring looks look like, and so I think I'm nailing it so far. We're going to take Copper Tone, this here. That brush for this shadow was the same as this one, just a clean one. This is an Esum T37. So we're going into Copper Tone, and this is just a metallic shimmer. I don't know what you call it. So this one is not going to create a lot of fallout. And I am just tapping into the shadow. I'm not swiping, because this is supposed to be a light springtime look. And a few of the pictures were, you know, flowers, orange, yellow, and I'm just like, because that's not my vibe. But the one that was kind of earthy looking, you know, the browns, beige, had some orange in there, I was like, okay. But then I'm thinking, is that really what the challenge is as far as it being a spring look? And so that's what I think this is going to be. So it's not quite where I initially thought I was going to go, but as I looked at the palette, I said, you know what, let's do the hope challenge and bring some hope. So for those of you who like these types of looks, this is for you. And I hope that you recreate it, and not necessarily with this palette, but if you have something similar in your collection to these shades. And I do have a face swatch video of me swatching all of the motherships so that you can just see the shadows. And so it's not like, oh, she's on another mothership video, I'm not going to watch it. So I wanted you to see you can do other stuff with it if you just focus on the colors. This is the part where we're going to take this and put on our lower waterline, and actually I might do up top too. The other day I put it on my upper waterline, and I hadn't done that in a long time, and I don't know why. See how that just adds just a little something something, just a little something something. I used to always do upper and lower rims, and then I stopped. I don't know why. And then that one day when I had the thought to do it, I was like, why did I ever stop? Because I really just like it. Look at that. And it's not really a noticeable difference. It's just a little something. And my eyes usually do tear right after I do that, from just kind of like, you know, being bugged out. So I always have Q-tips ready. And I just sit that right in here to catch the moisture before it starts to drip down or travel upward. We're going to take an Makeup Forever number 210, and we're going to go into Blitz Emerald. It's green and then it's purple. That's going to go on our lower lash line, and I am just stabbing it, and hopefully we can get this on without making a mess, because this is one of the celestial shades. I'm going to finish this here where you can see what I'm doing, and then I'm going to edit out and do the other eye. I'm going to press right here slightly, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm pressing because I don't want to swipe, because I don't want to get fallout. And you'll notice that even with these two, I just used a brush and not the sponge tips, because again, the first three motherships, the celestial shades, is a big formula. I can see my Fenty primer right here. I did not blend it well. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a white line right here. I'm looking in the mirror in the mothership, like for once I'm using the mirror in the palette versus the mirror down here, and that looks different. My eyeshadow from one eye to the other always looks different. So we're going to put that down. I'm wondering if I want to take Iconic and use this as a transition shade. Yeah, we're going to use a Makeup Geek. It says Outer V brush. We're just going to tap this in and roll it as we go because this is a domed brush and we're going straight in. And we're going to tap that off and run this along the top edge of our lid shades. Oh, that's cute. I'm going to finish this on the other eye and come back. Before I come back, I'm going to go in small circular motions just to help that shadow travel upward just a little bit. We're not taking it to our brow bone, but we're just thickening the line without adding additional shadow. I like this look. Is it my vibe? No, but I think it's nice. But we're about to do something, and I think I'm gonna kind of get what I like, as well as giving the Beauty and the Soul Challenge a spring look, and giving you all the typical ethereal look with the Mothership palettes. So what we're going to do, and why I'm smiling, is because we are going to take Melt Cosmetics Fortune for our upper lash line. I am going to do this, and I'm going to come back. I am going to use the Melt brush with it, if I can find it. This is the Melt eyeliner brush. So actually, we're going to start it. I'm always nervous because this brush does pick up and the bristles are splayed, but once you put the gel liner on it, like, it brings it together. But I'm always just hoping I can get a serious thin line. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to finish this. We're going to bring the liner down, and where this shadow is, we're going to do a line just on top of it. And do a small wing. Now we're going to do, I'm really liking the double wing thing that I've been doing in some of my looks. I'm going to do the other eye and come back. My concern is, because I'm loving how I did the liner over here, this side is going to be completely jacked up, or it's going to come out thicker than I want. So I'm going to make it thicker, then come back and make the side thicker, because this way, because it is such a thin line, when I look straight, you can still see a little bit of the lid shade, like right in here. And of course you can see some lid shade here. But this is what I always go for when I do liner on my upper lash line, so you can still see a little bit of the lid. And that's why I take my lid shades up into the transition area. So even if you don't see it on the lid, or if I go like this, you don't see my lid at all except a piece right here, you can still see the lid shades up here. So that's why I do that. I'm going to do this eye. We'll be back. Y'all know I'm concentrating. I got my elbow on my table, and usually I don't when I do eyeliner. That might be why it comes out jacked up. That's something to consider, huh? I am digging it. I do want more of these brushes. This is the only brush I'm able to get a thin line with the Melt liners. Like, seriously, even the brushes, even though the brush, can I get it right? Even with brushes that are thinner than this, the way it picks up with the gel liner, it always ends up being a thick line when I apply it. So I don't know what it is. Troll. Excuse you. Just so rude. It's just something about this brush. And so I do want to get more of these. I purchased it when it was half off. It was $11. And so I'm holding out for another sale. My eyes are starting to burn. What do we want to do? What are we doing? I'm tripping. We're going to do... Is my face dry? Yeah, I didn't powder down or anything. I didn't put on any other face stuff. I didn't do bronzer, blush, or any of that. We're going to do the Lancome Sills Booster Mascara Primer. We're going to put on the Hella Thick Fenty Mascara. Did I say Mascara Primer? I don't even know what I said. I'm trying to think of what cheek situation. You know what cheek situation I'm going to do? I want to get one of Pat's bronzers. And y'all know I do. And then I'm going to want to get, I did decide to keep that highlighter I showed you that I found at TJ Maxx. And so I'll have a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. So I can do a situation, a cheek situation we're doing. These are all House Labs. This is the bronzer, this is the blush, this is the highlighter. And for some reason, I just like doing stuff like that. All right, let's get to it. So I'm going to apply mascara primer, mascara, do the cheek situation. We're going to come back. I have a lip picked out. I'm excited. All right, let me go and finish this and I'll be right back. I was thinking I should have just, I know I keep leaving and not leaving. I was thinking I should have just put on the Hella Thicc mascara by itself just to see what it does without the mascara primer, right? I'll do that another day. This has a regular mascara wand. It's not shaped the way the full frontal mascara wand is shaped. Oh. She hella thick. Wow. She hella thick. You can see that even with a dark liner on my upper lash line. Oh my gosh. I am super excited for this lippy. We're going to wipe off some chapstick. Let me know right now if you have any idea what lippy I'm going to use. I can't believe I forgot I had it the other day when I did some looks. And I was thinking, oh, I would like a green one. There's your hint. This is from Sephora Collection, number 29, Dark Forest. During the Sephora sale, the Sephora stuff is usually 30% off. This shade, Dark Forest, has been sold out for a while. I was going to get it for a friend of mine. I have not been notified yet, because I did put in my email address to be notified. And it's been months. Whenever it was I first bought this and I tried it and was like, ooh! It's been sold out ever since then. The other one is their Sea Queen, the bluish one, but not this one. I am digging this with the green up top, the green here, and the green. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish. I'll be back. I did not double dip this. Just taking it out, it did the whole thing. That's how the Fenty Stunners do for me too. I am digging this look. My lip is crooked. We're gonna leave it crooked? No, we're not. We're gonna fix it. I'll be right back again. Is it still crooked? Thank you, Wendy, for this collab. The lip pulls it together for me, ties in the green. Again, I am loving how I've been doing the double liner. Light ethereal spring look for Leanna's challenge. April is the National Month for Hope. New things spring, come to life, be inspired, be encouraged. Self-love. Do something specific just for you. If you're constantly going, and you're busy and you feel like you don't have a moment to breathe, still away for 5 minutes. If you have to go sit in a closet or just go sit in your car to get away from everything and everybody, that's what you do. But do something for yourself. If you deal with joint pain like I do, schedule a massage. If you just want to be pampered a different type of way and you normally don't do manicures, pedicures, facials, schedule something. Do something just for you. It does wonders for you mentally. I promise you it does. And so thank you, Leanna, for this challenge. Springtimey look. I'm loving the Hella Thicc mascara. It is hella thick. Look at my top lashes. Don't look up my nose. Look at my top lashes. Look at that. I know I look bug-eyed and look crazy, but look at my lashes though. Loving the lip. I love the cheek situation. It's there but not there. I do like a subtle highlight. I do like a natural looking blush there, but it's not like pale or too dark for me, for my liking. And some people love like a bold cheek look, and I do like it. Just for me, I think because I like a bold eye and a dark lip, I think I like to go subtle. And I love this bronzer. It is just perfect for me. Did I mention the lip? Thank you, Wendy, again. I don't know how many times I said that already. Maybe I edited all the other times out. But thank you, Wendy, for this collab, for agreeing to do this collab. And I really do hope you enjoyed creating your first look with Mothership number 2, Sublime. This is a beautiful palette. And so I do hope you enjoyed using it. I think it is a nice palette. And why am I being so weird? Just hold it. You know why? Because I'm trying to get a screenshot. There we go. Okay. So just do it after the video, troll. But this is what it looks like. And yeah, make sure you check her out. I will tag Wendy below. That'll take you directly to her channel. If I have her video link, I'll put that below. That'll take you directly to her video. I will tag Leanna just so you can easily get to her, and I will put Leanna's Instagram down below so that you can follow her, and then you'll see when she does her monthly challenges. Again, it's always something to uplift, to inspire, to encourage. And I think that's very important because a lot of us go through so many things on a daily basis, and we may need that reminder that it's okay, I got you. It's going to be all right. Just hang in there. I'm hanging with you. And so that'll be it for this video. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.